Hello students, how are you? I hope everything is fine. So in the last week we had completed our first chapter, rational number, and I hope that in the weekend you all had completed your pending work. So in today's video we're going to start the chapter number 2, that is linear equation in one variable. So today this video is an introductory video where we're going to discuss the various topics and concepts of the linear equation in one variable, so that when we do the exercise you will be aware with the concepts and you were able to solve those questions. So let's start with the video. So chapter 2 is linear equation in one variable. So before getting to the name of the chapter, linear equation in one variable, let me discuss the few terms which you have already studied in the class 7th. We have already studied the term like expressions and equations. Okay. So what is an expression? Basically like 2x minus 3, 2x plus 5, or simply a variable x, or in terms of y also any other variable other than x, like 4y plus 2 by 3. As all these are your expressions. Clear? Basically expression is a combination of a constant and a variable. Combination means either we can combine by the addition, subtraction, multiplication, or out of any of the four operations, or we can join them by taking 2 or 3 operations also together. So but as in the above, x is a variable, x or y can also be a variable, and it can take any value. Okay, in the expression it can take any value. And you have already done the chapter simple equation in class 7th, and you are aware what is an equation. Basically, like if suppose same expression like 2x minus 3, I can write in the form of 2x minus 3 equals to 7, or 2x plus 5, I can write 2x plus 5 equals to 8. Clear? So that means the above one is an expression and this is an equation. What is the difference between the expression and equation? That basically the difference is that it involves the sign of equality. So an algebraic expressions becomes an equation when it involves equality sign. Okay, when it involves equality sign, the expression becomes equation. Okay, like this 2x minus 3 equals to 7 is your equation, as it involves sign of equality. Since it involves signs of equality, so there will be two sides of an equation. This side is your LHS and this side is your RHS. This is the left hand side of an equation and this is the right hand side of an equation. Okay, now unlike algebraic expressions, here x will take only one value. Like in a expression, the x can take any value, means we can put x any value. Suppose if we put x as 1, it will be 2 into 1 minus 3, that means answer will come minus 1. Or if we put 2, it will be 2 into 2, 4, 4 minus 3, that is your 1. But unlike algebraic expression, here x will take only one value which shall make the statement true. Means in this above equation 2x minus 3 equals to 7, the value of x will be fixed. That will be only one value for which this equation will be true. This statement will be true. Statement true means the LHS becomes equals to RHS. So can we think for which value the LHS will become equals to RHS? Okay. Okay, for which value? So it will be your 5. For 2 into 5, 10. 10 minus 3 equals to 7. So that means the value, that's value of x is here is 7. So the value, that value of the variable which makes an equation true, means that value of an equation for which the LHS equals to RHS, that value is known as solution to the equation. Clear? So that means for every equation there should be one value which will make the statement true, which will make the LHS equals to RHS, and that value of variable is the equation. That is the value of the variable is the solution to the equation. Clear? Hope you understood this, that what is an equation and what is a solution to the equation. But our chapter name is your linear equation. What is the meaning of linear? Suppose This is an equation as I have discussed just right now, that 2x minus 3 is a 7. 2x minus 3 equals to 7 is an equation. But if we write like this, x square plus 2x plus 6 equals to 7. Since it is also involving sign of equality, this is also your equation. But it is not a linear equation, as the chapter is linear equation. The above one is an equation, this is also an equation, but the bottom one is not a linear equation. Why is it so? Because if you see that power of the variable x here is your 2, is a 2. So as the highest power of the variable is not 1, that's why this is not an linear equation. So for means an equation is your linear equation when the power of the variable is your 1. Clear? If the power of the variable is not 1, if it is more, then that is not a linear equation. Clear? So the equation which contains variable with the power 1 is your linear equation. But another part of the chapter name, the other part of the chapter's names include is that one variable, that linear equation in one variable. So I will discuss what is an equation, what is a linear equation, but what is linear equation in one variable. This is a equation that 2x plus 9 equals to 21. That is a linear equation, and as it contains x with the variable 1. Y minus 7 equals to 3. This is a linear equation. Clear? But this 2x plus y equals to 21 is a linear equation, as it contains power of x or power of y is 1. But it is a linear equation in two variables, as there are two different variables. One is x, one is y. Okay. But with the word means one variable, with the meaning of one variable, doesn't mean that the variable cannot repeat. But there should not be two different types of variable. Like this, y minus 7 equals to 3 plus 2y. It is a linear equation, two variable, as y is here and it is also there. But the type of the variable is only y. There should not be any x, or it is only x. Clear? So the linear equation in one variable. So I hope you understood the name of the chapter, linear equation in one variable, that what is a linear equation and what are the linear equations in one variable. Now what we have to do in this chapter, we have to solve these linear equations in one variable. Now how we can solve these? Now solving the equations, there are two methods. Okay, the first method, okay, and the second method, which is the transposing method. Usually we'll do the second method. We generally solve all the questions by the second method, as it is less time consuming method. Clear? But we should also be aware with the first method. So what is the first method? It states that an equation may be simplified and solved by, suppose we have an equation given like above one, 2x plus 9 equals to 21. How we can solve? An equation may be simplified and solved by, there are four things which you have to do. Adding the same numbers to both sides. Means if we want to solve the equation, then what we have to do? We have to add the same number on the both sides. If we are doing plus 3 on the left hand side, then we have to do the plus 3 on the right hand side also. Or subtracting the same number from both sides. Same means if we are subtracting any number from left hand side, then the same number should be subtracted from the right hand side. Similarly, multiplying both sides by the same number. If we are going to multiply left hand side by suppose 2, then the right hand side should also be multiplied by 2. Similarly, if a left hand side is divided by any number, then the right hand side should also be divided by the same number. So this is the 4 rules which we have to take care. Okay. Then the second method. Second method is a transposing method or shifting method basically. And this is the method which we are going to adopt for solving the questions. It means that any term can be transposed. The previous method and this method I will going to explain with you a example. But first of all, we try to read out the things which is written here. It means that any term can be transposed from one side to other side of an equation by changing its sign. Means if we want to shift any variable, suppose the variable is given on the left hand side, we want to shift to the right hand side, it can be transposed, but it will be transposed by changing its sign. Suppose that means if it is plus on this side, it becomes negative on the other side. Constant can also, constant or variable, anything we can transport or shift. If it is negative on one side, it will become positive on the other side. If it is multiplication on this side, it will be division on the other side. Or if it is division on this side, left hand side, it will becomes multiplication on the right hand side. Clear? Now I will try to understand this two methods by an example. Now I am taking a equation. What type of equation I am taking? Variable on one side. Variable on one side means there can be different types of equations where the variables can be present in both sides. But I am taking the simplest because the first exercise is based on this type of the equations where variable is on one side. But in the exercise like 2.2, 2.3 or when we move towards the end of the chapter, you will get an equations where the variables are present on both the sides. But the first exercise is based on variable on one side. So I will going to explain this types of equation by taking both the methods. Okay. So first one is that 2x minus 3 equals to 7. Okay. So what is the first method? Now this is minus 3. So our objective of the question is that we should remove everything whatever be attached to this variable x. Here x, what is 2 is attached with x by multiplication sign, and this 3 is attached with x with minus sign. So we have to remove all these things from the x, because we want to separate the variable. So first of all, every time whenever we have to remove, plus and minus sign is removed in the first step and division or multiplication in the second step always. So here this is minus 3. How we can remove this? By adding 3 on both sides. So this 2x minus 3 plus 3. So if you are adding plus 3 on this side, the 3 should be added on the right hand side also. So it becomes 2x plus 10 on solving. Now the 2 is in multiplication. We want to remove this 2 also. So what we'll do? Dividing both side by 2. So I am dividing both the side by 2. 2x by 2, 10 by 2. So we'll get x equals to 5. This is a first method. Okay. What is the first method? Adding same number on both sides, subtracting same number from both sides, multiplying both sides by same number, or dividing both sides by the same number. Now I will solve this by the second method, which is a transposing method. We can transpose any term to the other side by changing its sign. So 2x minus 3 equals to 7. Now I will transpose this 3 to the right side. So when I will transpose, this is minus sign, this will become plus. So 2x equals to 7 plus 3. So this will become 2x equals to 10. Now 2x equals to 10. Now this 2 is in multiplication. I have to transpose to this side, then it becomes division. So we will get x equals to 5. Clear? Hope you understood this. Now these types of questions, that means variables on one side of the questions, are there in your exercise 2.1. We're going to discuss that. There are total 12 questions. We're going to discuss them quickly because you all understood the concept. First one, x minus 2 equals to 7. So what I did, x equals to 7 plus 2. 2 will go to that side. You will get x equals to 9. Clear? Second question, y equals to 3 equals to 10. Now 3 will be here plus. We'll transport to the other side. It will become y equals to 10 minus 3. Y equals to 7. Third, 6 equals to z plus 2. Now variable is on the right hand side. In the first two questions, the variable is on the left hand side. That doesn't make any difference in the question number 3rd. So we'll keep the variable on the right hand side. So we'll transport 2 to the other side. So whatever we're transposing, we'll change the sign. But 6 is already present. That will write in front. Now this 2 will be transposed. So it will come minus 2. 6 minus 2, 4. 4 equals to z, or z equals to 4. Now here 3 by 7 plus x equals to 17 by 7. Now here this whole thing will be transposed. 3 cannot be only 3 alone cannot be transposed because this is in a form of fraction. So this whole fraction will be transposed. So x will remain here 17 by 7. So it will be transposed to the other side. 3 minus 7. Since the denominators are same, there is no need to take the LCM. So 17 minus 3 upon 7. X equals to 14 by 7. So we'll get x equals to 2. Question number 5. 6x equals to 12. So 6 will be transposed to that side in the division sign. So x equals to 12 by 6. 2. Question number 6. T by 5 equals to 10. 5 is in the denominator. So 5 will be transferred to the other side. So t equals to 10 by 5. 2 equals to 50. So simple. 7. 2x by 3 equals to 18. Now first we will transpose 3 to the other side in the multiplication, as it is here is in the form of division. So 2x equals to 18 into 3. We can solve this or we can leave like this only, because we have to bring the 2 also, and then we can simplify it. So what in the next step I am doing? I am bringing 2 down. So x equals to 18 by 3 into 2. Now 18 and 2 can be cancelled by 9. So x equals to 9 into 3, 27. Question number 8. 1.6 equals to y by 1.5. So 1.5 will go to that side. 1.6 into 155, that will become 2.40. So question number 9. 7x equals to 9 equals to 16. 9 will be transferred to that side. 7x equals to 16 plus 9. 7x equals to 25. So x equals to 25 by 7. Question number 10. That is 14y minus 8 equals to 13. So that means 8 will be transferred or transposed to the other side. So it becomes 13 plus 8, 21. Now 14y equals to 21. Y equals to 21 by 14. We'll divide this by 7. So we'll get 3 by 2. Clear? Question number 10. Now the last two questions. Question number 11. 17 plus 6p equals to 9. We'll transfer this 17 to that side. It becomes 6p equals to 9 minus 17. So 6p equals to minus 8. So p equals to minus 8 by 6, because 6 is here is in the multiplication. That will come in the division. By now reducing this by dividing both by 2. We'll get p equals to minus 4 by 3. Last question. This is a little different from the other, because here we have to take the LCM also. X plus 3 plus 1 equals to 7 by 15. Now, this is the variable part. This 1 is alone, which is a constant part. So, we'll shift this 1 to the other side. So, x by 3 equals to 7 by 15 minus 1. Now, we'll take the denominator here. So, we'll take the, LCM. First, we write 1 here. So, what we'll get? X by 3. So, we'll take 15 LCM. 15 divided by 15, 1, 7. 15 divided by 1, 15. So, multiply by 1, 15. So 7 by 15 upon 15. Now simplifying this, you will get x by 3 equals to minus 8 by 15. Clear? Now this 3 will go to that side on the multiplication. So what you will get? You will get minus 8 by 15 multiply by 3. And this will cancel. So final answer will get minus 8 by 5. So hope you understood all these things. So we have done the exercise 2.1. So there are total 12 questions. So I am expecting that you will complete all this work in your notebook. Okay. So read the instructions carefully, which I will give in the WhatsApp group. Till then, thank you.